What's up, guys? Coach Gaglione here, and we got Black Tom Cruise with us today. Otis is here. This is our Strong and Lean in 2018 series. We're going to give you tips on how to lose weight, gain strength, get jacked. Definitely. I can't help you with getting tan, but we'll try. So stay tuned for, we're going to do some videos with you guys. You're going to love the content. If you like it, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the video. What's up, guys? Coach Gaglione here, and we got Black Tom Cruise here. What's going on?
How you doing, man?
All right, so we're talking about cardio today. This is a very interesting topic because I know it's like one of those things where I'm sure you get a lot of questions on this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what's your take on cardio? Do you need it? Are you doing it? What's the deal with it?
I do cardio. My sweet spot is 20-30 minutes. I just don't feel like you should be doing like an hour of cardio. It's a waste of time.
So you're not doing any. You're not doing the Tough Mudder or like
no.
a half marathon.
No way.
Yeah, joking aside, if you do look like a marathon runner or whatever, they can be very skinny, right? Not necessarily like super muscular, and that's going to be a part of what they need for their sport, right? For most of the people watching this video, you're probably interested in lifting. You probably want to be a little bit more jacked, right? A little bit more muscular as well. So if you're only doing cardio, you got to be careful that, and you're not doing any strength training, you're probably going to lose a lot of muscle if you're only doing cardio and you're not really getting a lot of protein, you're not doing a lot of strength movements. So make sure if you are going to add cardio to your routine, you're already doing some sort of strength training. Yeah. If your goal is improved body composition. For our purposes, when we were talking about weight loss, we were talking more about fat loss. Because you can lose weight and not look better and not be healthier. We want to have a good balance of health and performance, so we're going to give you some tips on that. So let's make sure that you're already doing your strength training. And I would say make sure, like we talked about before, you're kind of hauling ass and you're working quickly through your workouts. I really agree with Otis. I don't really think you need to be doing more than 20-30 minutes. Just from an efficiency standpoint, from a time standpoint, most of us are real busy. We're both from New York. We got a lot going on. It's high-paced lifestyle, right? We don't got time for 45 minutes to an hour, right?
Not at all.
No thanks. And to be honest, it's really not that efficient, and we don't really feel like it's necessary. I would start off with just, if you're a really, really big guy, start with just 5 to 10 minutes, steady state. Build up a little bit of time, build up 30 seconds, build up a minute every few workouts. You don't need to go from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. You go from 10 to 11, 11 to 12, and so forth. Once you get to 30 minutes, you can come back down and increase the speed a little bit. What I like to recommend is once you're able to do 20-30 minutes of a steady state with your heart rate, pretty, level, do some type of interval type work. So some examples of interval type work, I would again start with like 5 or 10 minutes. You might do 10 to 20 seconds kind of hard, and then 30 to 40 seconds kind of easy. So kind of a sprint, jog type scenario. And I know, Otis, you like doing some walking, you like doing some elliptical work, right?
Yeah.
Anything else that you like to do?
That's about it right now, just doing that.
So more machines.
Yeah, more machine work.
So we're bigger guys, and when you're 300 pounds, running can take its toll on your body.
Yeah.
So something like an elliptical is great for someone starting out. I would just make sure it accommodates your body and things like that. It's very low impact, so you want to think about things that are joint friendly. So doing something like 100 reps of like a box jump, a 300-pound guy, it will get your heart rate up, but ask yourself, is that joint friendly? How does this help? How does this hurt? You will get your heart rate up, but you're going to probably have really, really sore, bad knees the next day. Same thing with jogging on or running on concrete. Something like incline treadmill walking, super low impact, super efficient for jacking your heart rate up. Super easy. And again, all these are recommendations on what we found has worked best for us. So you can go fast for a certain amount of time, 5 to 10 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds, easy. Recover and repeat, okay? And you can kind of do that. You can kind of build up the amount of rounds you can do in a particular workout. A couple of times a week is fine. You can build up to doing some sort of light cardio even every day. But I would not do, I wouldn't do high intensity intervals more than 2 or 3 times a week. Something like a low intensity cardio, you can build up to doing 5 to even upwards to 7 times a week. Our bodies are meant to walk and sprint. Walk and sprint. Going again, you would kind of hunt, sprint, chill out, rest, walk, find some berries. Like that's kind of what we're designed to do. We're not really designed for like jogging for like these moderate kind of intensities. Not really good design for low intensity work and some high intensity work. So it's our kind of feeling that those are kind of the two best ways to utilize cardio. So that's kind of our recommendation. Some of the things I like for number one for big guys, walking. You could progress to walking with a weight vest or walking on an incline. Those are kind of the same category. Elliptical is really great if you're super heavy as well. But once you start to lose some weight, it's a little bit easier, a little bit too easy. So incline treadmill walking would be a good step up from that. So general walking, elliptical would be kind of like level 1. Incline walking and walking with a weight vest would be kind of level 2. Dragging a super light sled, things like that, something you could do. That stuff's great.
A rope, doing the rope too is good.
Yeah, the ropes, the prowler, sled push, sled pulls, light for, and you can obviously do intervals with those as well. Farmer's walks, light weights, that stuff's great. Just walking with weight is awesome. Once you guys master those things, some things I like is an upright, an assault bike, or a rower. It requires a little bit more technique. The rower requires a little bit more technique, so you may want someone to teach you how to do that. But it's just going to incorporate some different muscles. It's going to challenge you in some different planes. And when it comes to cardio, your body can adapt very quickly. So we like to switch it up and switch out the time, switch out the rest intervals, switch up the amount of time you're doing the high intensity intervals for. The main thing is that you're just kind of challenging your aerobic base a little bit and challenging yourself, moving a little bit more. It's just a way to burn more calories, and it's also going to allow yourself to have a bigger aerobic base, a bigger work capacity. And if you have a bigger aerobic base, it's actually going to allow you to recover quicker in your weight training as well and provide you some great benefits there. So you get a lot of great benefits. And doing some light cardio sessions can also just be great form for recovery, just to get some blood flow into your body. Because especially if you're like us, you're trying to do a little bit more bodybuilding, a little bit more hypertrophy work. Sometimes you can get sore from like those intense workouts. So doing some blood flow. Lastly, so this would be more of a low intensity kind of session. Doing some type of yoga or mobility work for like a long period of time can be a very good way just to get your heart rate up a tiny bit, but still kind of move, still burn some extra calories. You're still moving a little bit more. It's still better than just being sedentary.
Especially for the bigger guy. We need the mobility.
Yeah. So our advice is just try to move a little bit every day, even if it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes of stretching, 10 minutes of walking. Just try and do something every day. That's allowing yourself to get good habits. Okay. And we're going to have some different information on some different programs and challenges for you guys. But again, main thing with cardio is don't overdo it. Just make sure you're doing it, a little bit throughout the week. Make sure you're not neglecting your strength work. Your strength work should be your meat and potatoes, and the cardio is kind of like the icing on the cake. So master the basics first. Make sure you're getting your kind of hypertrophy work, your strength training, your compound movements in, and then you can start to add in the cardio as you get more comfortable with the program. Make sure that we're not like kind of, focus on the wrong stuff, right? Especially if we're trying to maintain muscle, lose fat. The cardio is more of a secondary thing. So if we, and as you get more busy, make sure that just get 5-10 minutes, just get something in. So anything else you want to add to the cardio?
That's about it. We've kind of hit the wall.
Just don't overdo it. If you're a big guy, if it hurts, don't do it.
You want something that's joint friendly too.
Yeah.
Like I
If
said.
it hurts, don't do it. Find a different option. So it shouldn't be killing you. That was like one thing sometimes. I've actually some people ask about CrossFit. CrossFit's great cardio. When it's not scaled right, when it's not progressed properly. When I was doing CrossFit, this is not a knock on. And part of this was me being stubborn. I did CrossFit for like 2 months last year, very religiously. I was never more banged up in my life. And this is coming from someone who squatted 900 pounds before. So you'd think,
that's a big toll.
you know what I'm saying? So like I know what it means to push. So I think it's really important sometimes you pick appropriate movements for your ability level and your goals. And for your bigger guy, doing things like box jumps or like high rep Olympic lifts and things like that.
Not friendly for the knees.
They will get your heart rate up, but there are less, something like a sled, something like incline treadmill walking, they're not as maybe sexy as like, doing like 20 reps in a snatch or doing 20 reps in a box jump. But I'd rather do less and get more out of it, like less risky movements. So pick movements that are a little bit like more joint friendly, less impact. So things like body weight movements, things like walking, things like the cardio machines, those are all great options. So I think that's basically it for the cardio stuff. Just make sure you're getting the strength training in and make sure you're also hauling ass through your accessories and hauling ass through your accessory movements and just, moving with a purpose.
Just keep moving, that's it.
I think that's good. Just put one foot in front of the other. Start slow. Build up over time. Don't be in such a rush. Don't start off with 30 minutes. Start off with 5 or 10, and then kind of build from there. Build some positive momentum and keep rolling forward. And we wish you guys luck. Again, check out the links below. Please subscribe if you liked the video. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.